Hi, I'm Sherry Currow, and I'm a broker associate with Pelican Real Estate and Development. I'm actually a native of the Emerald Coast. I have a master's degree in psychology from the University of West Florida, and I actually worked as a family counselor with troubled youth for several years. So transitioning into real estate was a pretty natural thing for me. It's a job where I still get to work with people, build relationships, and help them meet their goals. I think my background in psychology has actually turned out to be a really big plus for me in the real estate industry, because I find that I'm good at listening to my customers, whether it's buyers or sellers, helping them figure out what it is that's really important to them, and then working together to build a strategy to meet their needs. I've been selling in and along 30A for about 6 years now, so I've seen the market at its all-time high, and I've been here to help people through the challenges of today's market that we're facing. I've worked from Panama City to Pensacola Beach, and I really find that something about 30A, the charm and the lifestyle of 30A has just drawn me into this area, and I just end up focusing my business right along this gorgeous beachfront scenic highway. I believe most people come here and end up staying here for the very same reason. It's more than just buying a place on the beach or having an address in South Walton County. It's more about really buying a lifestyle here. 30A offers a really active lifestyle. It's one of those places, one of the things about it that's so unique is when you come here, you can just park your car and you don't have to get back in it. You use the bike trails, go out to the beach, surfing, kayak, walking, take the golf carts down for restaurants or dining. It's a unique way to experience the beach and have that active lifestyle that I don't think anywhere around here really offers. 30A has a lot of different things for pretty much every interest or every personality you can have. We have the older end of 30A, which you'll find Grayton Beach, Dune Allen, all the way down to Seaside, which in this end of the beach, I think you just find a lot of people that have lived here forever and loved 30A for a really long time. On the east end of 30A, you find a little bit newer developed communities down there, like Rosemary Beach, Alice Beach, Seacrest Beach, and inevitably, if you're new to 30A, everybody that comes through always asks me about Alice Beach. It's such a unique place when you drive through it. It's a Mediterranean blend of architecture. Everything is white, huge columns, and people that pass through always ask, what's that town and what's going on? I love Alice Beach. It's the same mastermind that planned Seaside and Rosemary Beach. They're actually in their beginning stages now. It's 5 years into a 20-year plan, and I think Alice Beach is really one of those communities that's in that coulda, woulda, shoulda stage. And what I mean by that is, I've worked with people for years now that always say, we could have bought in 2000, we should have bought a place in Seaside, I wish we'd bought a home here the first time we came down. And I think Alice Beach is going to be one of those places that 5 to 10 years from now, people are going to wish they'd been a part of it in its early stages. I find overall that I think 30A in general is in that shoulda, woulda, coulda stage. Prices now are back to 2000, 2003, which was before the boom, which is exactly the time everybody always says they wish they had bought in. So the coulda, woulda, shoulda may be something we hear people saying again 5 or 10 years from now. Another question, I can't tell you how many times people ask me this, is what's going on in the real estate market? Are we at the bottom? Is it a good time to buy? Is it a good time to sell? And like anybody else, I wish I had the crystal ball to tell you, hey, yes, we're at the bottom. Things are going to pick up at this amount by this day, and if you invest today, by next year, you'll make X amount of money. And I can't do that, but what I can tell you is maybe it's a good time to buy or sell. What it is a good time to do is to get educated about your particular area in 30A. We have a lot of people that come down and it's automatically, I want to look at short sales, I want to look at foreclosures, I want to look at all the distressed properties. And while those can be some really good opportunities, they come with some challenges as well, and if you can make it through them and you're educated enough, they can be great investments for you, but sometimes they're not always the best investments in a community. So it's important to have somebody that can talk to you about the specific community you're interested in, what's going on in there, what the pros and cons are for buying a distressed property, and maybe what the opportunities are for buying a property that's not underwater so bad. We're seeing actually along 30A, we face all the same challenges everyone else has all over the country in the real estate market, but we are seeing signs of recovery. Overall, Florida's actually, home sales are picking up. And along 30A, we actually have some communities that have already hit bottom and prices are already starting to inch up and recover, while we have other areas on 30A that are probably still struggling a little bit. And as an investor in real estate, it's important that you understand what areas those are, what's going on in each one of them, and when is a good time to get involved in that community for you. So I find right now, actually, I'm more of an asset to my customers than I've ever been. It's all about educating them, helping them make the right decision, because real estate it's probably one of the biggest investments you'll ever make. And you just don't want to walk into it like people were a few years ago, buying, not knowing anything about what they were getting or the area. So it's time really to depend on somebody to help you in your education. Love for you to call me. You'll always find me out and about on 30A, but please feel free to call me anytime at 850-598-0915, or if email's easier, I'm always on email. You can get me there at info@30awayoflife.com, or go to the website, which is just a great deal of information all about 30A and making 30A part of your life.